Okay, perfect. So, Екатерина, здравствуйте. uh, Привет. Okay, first, I always ask to my students, do you have any knowledge of Spanish?
Um, just follow, not more.
Okay. And what about your English? Which level do you think your English is?
I think it is about B1, like this.
Okay, but I think it's quite good. I mean, at least, do you understand everything that I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
Kruta. Okay. Yeah. By the way, I have a teeny, tiny, basic level of Russian, so it's it's
Nice.
really low. My my Russian. Okay. So please let's go to the book. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
Uh, I send you.
This.
Yes, I send you two. One says cuaderno de ejercicios, which is like the exercise or uh, book or workbook. Okay, and the
Mhm.
other one that says only español en marcha nivel básico. That's the theory book.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's go with the theory book. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
It is first.
Let me check it out. In Yes, the first one. Yes. That one.
Okay.
Okay, so first I want to make specify or clarify that. Well, I also tell this to all my students that, as you know, there are different kind of English, like the British, Australian, American English. Okay, yes, we know that. Let's say like the original one, it's the British, and
Mm-hmm.
but as far as I know, the most common English nowadays it's the American one, just because more people talk this, just because of that.
Yeah.
Okay, the same happens with Spanish. Okay, the Spanish, as the name says, comes from Spain. However, the Latin American Spanish is much more common, exactly for the same reason, because much more people speak Spanish in Latin America. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
so there are like some differences between like the Spanish from Spain and the Latin Spanish, and basically the main one is in the pronunciation. For example, shoe in Spanish will be zapato. Okay,
Sabat.
zapato, not sabaca. Sabaca niet.
Sab.
Zapato,
Okay.
zapato. Okay.
Sabat. Sabat.
Uh huh. But and yeah, that's a good correct pronunciation in Latin America. But in Spain, it will be zapato.
Sabat.
Da. But I will teach you the Latin Spanish. Хорошо?
Let's see. Okay.
Круто. Okay, so with this teeny tiny introduction, let's go to the first page of the theory book where it says, Hola, me llamo Maribel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Okay, so if you have a knowledge in English, it's gonna be much easier for you to learn Spanish, at least to read it. Because, well, if you didn't know, English, Spanish, Portuguese, all of them, French, all of them comes from Latin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's why all those languages use the same alphabet. Okay,
Uh-huh.
it's not like the Russian. That Russian comes from the Cyrillic alphabet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's why it's an entirely different alphabet. It's like learning how to talk again since the beginning. So, uh, have you ever read anything of Spanish?
To be honest, no.
Oh no, it's fine. By the way, have you ever tried tortillas, which is a Mexican food?
Mm-mm, no.
No, never. Okay, okay. So please repeat after me, because we will read this together. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. Hola, me llamo Maribel.
Hola, me llamo María.
By the way, we will be reading the first conversation that it's in the theory book, in the first page, the exercise number 1.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay? So we will read that conversation.
Read.
We will read together, okay? So let's start again. Please repeat after me, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hola, me llamo Maribel.
Hola, me llamo Mariel.
Maribel.
Maribel. Maribel.
Ujú. Y soy la profesora.
Y soy la profesora.
It's fine. Relax. Don't worry. You're doing such a great job. It's the beginning. It's fine. Don't worry. Look, already your Spanish is much better than my Russian. 100% sure. So, okay. De español.
De español.
Ujú. Vamos a
Vamos a
presentarnos.
presentarnos.
Da. A ver,
A ver,
empieza tú.
empieza tú.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
Ujú. ¿De dónde eres?
Can you repeat?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
Cristian.
Christian.
Ujú. Soy alemán.
Soy alemán.
De Berlín.
De Berlín.
Yo me llamo
Yo me llamo
Elaine
Elaine
y soy
y soy
brasileña.
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 Correct. Correct. So, just a simple question. Do you understand something of this conversation? Please be honest.
I understand. Okay, to be honest, no.
No, cool. No, because if you're honest with me, I will know what exactly to teach you, and it's fine. So the good thing about this class, because basically it's a personal class, I will be able to teach you and explain you each part. If there is something that you don't understand, and we have to repeat this part 2, 3, 4 times, I don't have any problem. But please be honest. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. So I will translate this conversation into English. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hi, my name is Maribel, and I am the Spanish teacher. Let's introduce ourselves. Let's see. You start. What's your name? My name is Christian. Where are you from, Christian? I'm German, from Berlin. My name is Elaine, and I am Brazilian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Just one little thing that could be a teeny tiny difference between Spain and Latin America is the fact that, for example, Elaine, it's like an English name, you know. Also, for example, my name, Christian, it's an English name, but I'm from Peru. So in Latin America, it's quite common that we use names from different countries. It doesn't matter. But for example, it's not like in Russia. Basically, everybody, I don't know, I already lost how many Vladimir I know because it's such a common name. And it's not so common that in Russia they put foreigner names.
Huh.
And for example, my 2 kids, they are half Peruvian, half Russians. And
Mm-hmm.
they have like 2 names and 2 full last names. Okay, for example, one of them, his name is Evan David Pari. So it's not Russian. And when he passed the Russian migrations, the girl who was, is he Russian? Yes, he's Russian because here's his nationality. But for her, it was kind of weird to see a Russian person with a, I don't know, let's say an English name or something like that. But in Latin America, it's quite common. Okay.
Interesting.
So also what I wanted to say about this is that, for example, in Spain, probably they will not say Elaine. They will read it like into Spanish, like Spanish from Spain. Like, for example, they will read it probably like Elaine.
Oh.
Yes, because they would literally read it as it's wrote.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is it a big shift?
yes, because for example, in Latin Spanish, the grammatic rules don't apply for names. So we respect the original pronunciation in names.
Mm-hmm.
So if I see that it's Elaine, I would read it Elaine and not Elaine. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, for example, in Spain, probably people will call you Ekaterine when it's Yekaterina. There is a difference. So in Latin America, people will call you as Yekaterina. Okay, cool, because that's the right pronunciation. But in Spain, they will go Ekaterina. So just yeah, just for let you know. So uh, and about something that we have greetings. Do you know what is it? What's it being greetings? Ways to say hi, basically.
No. Uh, okay.
Let's
What's
repeat.
that?
Yeah, repeat after me, please. Hola.
Uh-huh. Hola.
Well, which means like привет, здравствуйте. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but here is something that you have in Russia. It's the fact that you have like the formal hi and the informal hi. Привет is the
Okay.
informal.
Which
Hmm.
mm-hmm.
Exactly. You have that. We don't have that, for example. And
Mm.
how we will say formal hi to someone, and that's where we apply the other ones, which is buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. If I translate this into Russian, oh, господи, uh, добрый день, доброе
Mm-hmm.
утро, доброй ночи.
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah,
Uh-huh.
which is like good morning, good afternoon, good evening, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's why we, because we don't have like the formal hi, we use this,
Mm-hmm.
and this is really important for you to remember, because if someday you have the opportunity to be in some Spanish band, or in Latin America, or if eventually, who knows, you get married with a Latin guy, and this guy introduces you
Mm-hmm.
his family and your future mother-in-law, and you just say hola, it sounds rude. It sounds really, really, really
Oh.
rude. Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
Yes, you have to say buenos dias. Well, obviously you say buenos dias, which is good morning,
Uh-huh.
when it's between 6 a.m. in the morning until 11:59. Before
Uh-huh.
midday,
Uh-huh. Okay.
buenos dias. Since midday until there is sun, like could be 5, 6, 7 p.m. depending on the country, buenas tardes, and when it's already dark, buenas noches. You have to say that. Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. This is something
Uh-huh.
that, in at least in the Latin culture, uh, people, the mothers especially, teach us to all the kids. That even when, and probably this is gonna sound weird for you, but in our culture it's quite normal. When you go with your mom and you have 5, 6 years, and you go with your mom to some party, or to even to some family guest, to some family house, sorry, or to some event, or to some
Mm-hmm.
party, and if you don't say hi, or like buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches, the mom will give you a slap on the head and say, hey, say buenos días, say buenas tardes, say buenas noches.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry, mom. Okay. For us, that's quite no. That means that our mom loves us.
Oh.
That's the way they show love. So it's quite. Don't be scared. I know that probably for you, it's in the Russian culture. It's like, oh my God, he's hitting his son. But here it's normal.
Yes.
Yeah, here it's quite normal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
please repeat after me. Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Perfecto. Uh, okay, so if I tell you hola, how will you answer me?
Buenos dias.
Okay,
No?
let's pretend that it's already 8:30 p.m. What will you say?
Buenas tardes.
Is there still sun outside?
Or repeat, please. How much time?
8:30 p.m. Well, the time that you are right now.
Buenas noches.
Correcto. And if I ask you, ¿cómo te llamas? ¿Tiene,
What's
¿tiene animales?
no?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
Ajá.
Uh, I don't
I'm
know what you mean.
I'm doing the exercise number 2 in the book.
Ah, okay.
Mhm.
Me llamo Екатерина.
Me.
No?
No, no, no. It's fine. It's fine.
Me.
But the pronunciation you say mi llamo, but it's me.
Me llamo.
Correcto.
Me llamo.
Me llamo.
Me llamo Екатерина.
Correcto. Yekaterina, ¿de dónde eres?
So, the Russia?
Well, that's English, but okay. Well, Russia in Spanish is Rusia.
Russia.
Mhm. Soy de Rusia. Okay?
Soy de Rusia.
Correcto.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's go to the next exercise, which is number 3. Uh,
Uh-huh.
so, there is something that we have in Spanish. Probably you have the same, but I don't know the Russian word for this. And it's called
Mm-hmm.
gentilicios.
Delicious.
Uh-huh. Well, you will not find the word there, but the technical word for this is gentilicios, which basically is like, Russia. A person from Russia, Russian. Russian, it's gentilicio of Russia. Peruvian, gentilicio of Peru. Got it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay, understand.
okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So please repeat after me. Alemania,
Alemania?
alemán,
Aleman?
alemana,
Alemana?
Brasil,
Brasil.
brasileña, brasileño,
Brasileño.
brasileña,
Brasileño.
España,
España.
español,
Español.
española,
Española.
Francia,
Francia.
francés,
Francés.
francesa.
Francesa.
Correcto. So, the last one. Rusia,
Rusia.
ruso,
Rusa.
rusa.
Brusa.
Ajá. Okay. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
in English, you have like Peruvian, it's used like for men and for women, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in Spanish, we have female and male. Okay. So, sorry, what?
On mail?
Yes, female
What you say?
and
Uh-huh.
male.
Okay, okay.
Mhm. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh, obviously, Alemania, it's German, it's the country German.
Mm-hmm.
Germany, sorry. And Alemán, it's German. So, the first column, alemán, brasileño, español, francés, ruso, it's for male.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the other column, alemana, brasileña, española, francesa, it's for women.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is a
Yeah.
way how we make, and this is, you will have to prepare yourself a little bit for this, because basically for all the words in general, we have like the gender, male and female. Okay, in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, at the beginning we'll be like, oh my god, so many words that I have to memorize, but eventually you will remember this. It's just question of practice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So let's go to the next page, please, to exercise
Mm-hmm.
number 4, which in this case it's gonna be uh well, let's see the alphabet. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how many vowels does the Russian alphabet have?
33.
33. No, 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 not how many letters. Just because in our alphabet you have consonants and you have vowels.
Ah. Mm-hmm. To be honest, no, I don't know.
Okay. I think it's more. I think that in the Russian alphabet you have like 6, 7, more or less, plus minus.
Uh, yeah, but
Uh huh. But in the, well, at least in the Latin alphabet we have only 5.
mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's
Okay.
please repeat after me. A,
A,
E,
E,
I,
I,
O,
O,
U.
U.
Perfect. And then we will see the consonants. And here is something that just want to let you know because probably you will see this in the future. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay. In some alphabets you will find 24 consonants, and in another you will find 22. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's, it doesn't mean that one is wrong and the other one is not. It's just like different opinions because when we will see, but there are two consonants that for some alphabets say, you know what, this is not a real consonant because you are just like repeating the consonant. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
we will see this. So please repeat after me. B.
B.
Mhm. Just to let you know, for example, in the Russian language, you have like the B, and you have like the B, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, in the Spanish we don't have that. That's why for us it's a little bit more complicated to emphasize that B that we don't have. Because for us,
Mm-hmm.
they, we have like this one, and then we have like that we saw now, and for us it has exactly the same pronunciation. So we don't make any difference. So okay, let's continue.
Mm-hmm.
C,
Se,
che.
Che.
This consonant is the one that I was talking you before, that in some alphabets you will not find. Because as you can see, it's basically like you take just like the C and the H. So it's like two consonants.
Mm-hmm.
So in some alphabets you will not find this. Let's continue. D,
D,
F,
F,
G,
G,
H,
H,
J,
J,
K,
K,
L,
L,
E,
J.
This one, it's the other one. That is basically in many alphabets, it's just like a double L.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's continue. M,
M,
N,
N,
E, Ñ,
E, Ñ,
P,
P,
Q.
Q,
Okay, this one, it has double pronunciation. Okay, it will depend of the position of this consonant in the word. But
mm-hmm.
repeat after me. The first pronunciation it's ere,
E,
ere,
R,
and the other pronunciation is R.
R,
One more time, please. R.
R.
Da. Exactly that.
Uh-huh.
Russian people sometimes they have this problem with the R because you don't have like you don't have too much this pronunciation. Let's continue. S, T,
T,
V.
V.
This consonant and the first one, which is B, and these two have the same pronunciation. That's what I told you before. Okay? Let's continue. V doble.
V W.
Ujú. X.
X.
Y.
Y.
Z.
Y.
Ujú. And the last one is Z.
Z.
Mhm. Okay. And that's the alphabet. Well, obviously you will see like how you write this in like in the big letters, and then you have like the small letters. Then you have like what we have been reading is the third column, which is the name of this letter. Well, in the fourth column you have like the pronunciation, but and in the last column you have examples. If you want to check it out, like this, all this is a vocabulary. And for example, let's practice the the one that I told you that have double pronunciation, which is R O R. Okay, so please repeat after me. Pera.
Pera.
Okay. Why is important that you pronounce well these R? Because uh, there are, for example, there is the word pera and also the word perra. Okay, perra means peach.
Okay.
Okay, y pera means aha. Yeah.
Also. Okay.
No, it's a bad word in English. Perra, bitch,
Ah.
you bitch.
Ah. Okay.
So perra means that. Also, is the female of sabaca. Okay, because it's sabaca eta perro, but the female
Yeah.
it's perra. But also perra can be used like a bad word, you know, like an insult, like you bitch, like in English they say. Okay,
And
and
I need to say just perra. Yes.
well,
So I
in
will.
this case it says pera, not perra. But this is why I'm telling you the pronunciation is so important, because pera is the fruit, pear. So so if you say, hey, I want some perra, what? I will say, people will be a little bit surprised if you say that, because you have to say pera. That's why the pronunciation is correct. It's must be correct. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Let's continue. Korea.
Korea.
Mhm. Rosa.
Brossa.
Ramo.
Gramo.
No. Ra.
Gra. Gram.
Like
Gramo.
ra. Ramo.
Ah. Gramo.
No. You are saying gra. Eta nie gra. Eta ra.
Ah. Dra.
No. Ra.
Ramo.
Da. Ramo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ramo. Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Arroz.
Arroz.
Perfecto. So yeah, as you can see in this letter, it's gotta be like the one that has to be that you have to emphasize in general, because if you don't pronounce this well, probably there will be some misunderstandings and things like that. Okay. Okay. Any question about this page?
No, it is really interesting.
Yeah, I look Spanish. Uh, Besides that, it's my native language. Uh, it's a really delicious language because it's really expressive. It's really expressive, and it's not only about like the in countless words that we can find or that we can use to say something, but it's because the Latin people in general, we use a lot of expressions. As you can see, for example, I'm not just talking, I'm like moving my hands, moving my body. So it's a mix of everything. It's like the expressions in the face, the intonation of the voice, it's the body, and all of this, plus the language. It's a way that we talk. Okay. Okay. Let's continue to the next page. Okay. Please repeat after me. Okay.
Yeah.
Casa,
Casa.
queso,
Queso.
quiero,
Quiero.
color,
Col. Cor. Color. Color.
da. Cuatro,
Cuatro.
da. So, I would write you in Telegram because the way to pronounce, to make the sound ka, ke, ki, ko, ku, as you can see in this first column in the left, you will see this ka, ke, ki, ko, ku. Okay? But also,
Okay.
I will write here, 1 second, ka, ke, ki, ko, and ku, ka, ke, ki, ko, ku. Okay, this is a way to pronounce, but there is also another way to make exactly the same sounds. Okay, just for you can know. This way, it's also to make the exactly sounds. Okay? Kakekikoku, kakekikoku. It sounds exactly the same. Because, but Christian, because for example, if I write you this, which will be like a normal conjugation, in these situation, it doesn't say kakekikoku. It says ka, se, si, ko, ku. Okay, so
Okay.
that's why they make this column and they put these words as an examples. Okay. Okay, but do you understand all these words? Yeah.
No. Of course not.
Okay, casa it's home.
Uh-huh.
Okay, queso is cheese. Okay, quiero is yahachu. Okay, color eta color in English.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there you will find a lot of similar words that sounds exactly the same because both of them comes from Latin. And cuatro eta chitire.
Chicken?
No, chitire.
Четыре.
No. So yeah, that's what it means. Okay. Okay, let's go with the next column. Please repeat after me. Gato.
Gato.
Guerra.
Guerra.
Guitarra.
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 Da.
Guitarra. Guitarra.
Agosto.
Agosto.
Agua.
Agua.
So the same here, as you can see in the left, this is the way how you pronounce ga, ge, gi, go, gu. Okay, because if I write you this in this way, it will not say ga, ge, gi, go, gu. It will say ga, he, hi, go, gu. Okay, so this is the, let's say that these are the conjugations for you can make these sounds. Okay. Okay, so gato is cat. Okay. Guerra it's war. Okay. Guitarra eta, I think it's the same in Russian. Guitarra.
Yeah.
Agosto is August. Agua eta vada. Okay. Okay, let's continue to the next column. Please repeat after me. Zapato.
Zapato.
Cerrado.
Cerrado.
Cine.
Cine.
Okay, this word is English actually. The Spanish word for this, it will be zoológico.
Zoológico.
Which means zoo. in English.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, azul.
Azul.
So the same here. This way, you have like the sa, se, si, so, su. There is also another way to pronounce this, which is sa, se, si, so, su. I just dropped you.
Mm-hmm.
There is also another way to make exactly the same sounds. Okay? So, uh, uh, okay, zapato means shoe,
Uh-huh.
cerrado is close.
Mm-hmm.
Cine, it's when you go to see movies, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And well, su it's like, well, it's the same in English. And azul
Uh-huh.
is blue, the color blue.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to the last column. Please repeat after me. Jamón.
Jamón.
Jefe.
Jefe.
Genio.
Genio.
Jirafa.
Jirafa.
Gitano.
Gitano.
Jota.
Jota.
Julio.
Julio.
So, in this situation, they already tell you, like, there are two ways to make the sound he, with J and with G. He, the same with he. So, this is the only way that you can make these sounds, okay? Jamón, eta ham, in English.
Uh-huh.
Tipo animais?
Okay. That, yeah.
Oh. Jefe, eta it's boss,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Genio, eta uf, Jin, the Jin,
G?
the one like Aladdin, for example. Aladdin, okay,
Okay.
yeah, but also that's a genio, but also there is the same word also will be for a person who is really smart, a genius.
Mm-hmm.
So you use the same word for both cases.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Then we have jirafa, which is giraffe. Okay, and gitano, I think it's cigan. I think it's. Do you know what it's cigan? Это по-русски. Цыган. Цыган. It's a, you know, those people who travel a lot and they live in.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. Well, ijota, it's the pronunciation in Spanish of J, J. This is how you read this letter, this consonant. Okay, and Julio, it's July, like June, July, August. Okay. Okay. Any question about this vocabulary?
No.
Okay.
Now I think I'm not remember all words. But
No. It's fine. No. But I mean, related with the pronunciation, if you have any doubt, any question about this.
It is interesting that J is like ha, not you in English.
Yeah.
This,
Well, to be honest, Spanish is much easier to read when you already know the rules. It's easier to read than English, because English, it's like you can find different words that they don't sound the same. I mean, they're supposed to sound the same based on those rules that they have, but actually no, they have different pronunciations, and you just have to know how it's pronounced. There is not like a rule of how to pronounce this, but in Spanish there are rules. So that's the good thing. When you already know the rules in Spanish, you can read everything and actually make the right pronunciation. Okay? Let's go with the next little square or little box. And this is what I was telling you. Con B or con B, it has the same pronunciation. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
For example, I will read this and you will let me know if you see any difference. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Okay.
Valencia, Bilbao, Isabel, Vicente. Do you feel any difference between those B?
Difference? No.
Exactly. Because for us, it has exactly the same pronunciation. So you don't have to worry in like, oh my god, it's a stronger B or like a B. Or, no, it's just Valencia, Bilbao, Isabel, Vicente. Easy peasy. Okay. Okay. Well, all of these are names. Valencia, it's a city in Spain, if I'm not wrong. Bilbao as well.
Mm-hmm.
Isabel, it's a name of a girl. Vicente, it's a
Mm-hmm.
name of a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
for example, here with G or with J or con G o con J, genio, rojo, jirafa, gitana. And as you can see,
The same.
yeah, it's the same. I mean, at least you will not have to worry about like, oh my god, does it have a different pronunciation? No, the
Uh-huh.
pronunciation is easy.
Okay.
But Christian, how will I know if I have to use the J or the G? Okay, here is where it comes like the difficulty. You just will have to remember because there is not a rule that will tell you, hey, it's with J or with G. It's just grammatic. So you just have to remember. But if we're talking about like how to talk, how to pronounce, it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, Also, which says with H or without H, con H or sin H. Uh, Basically, here the H, la H, in español, in Spanish, it doesn't have a sound. Okay, it's just there because for grammatic, and actually will be much easier if we just take it off the H of our language because basically it doesn't have a sound. For example, in English, this word will be hotel. You see, it's
Mm-hmm.
like hotel, but in Spanish, it's imagine that there is no H, and it will be hotel. So,
Oh. Okay.
so yeah, we just don't pronounce the H in Spanish. And the second one is agua.
At all.
Yes, at all,
At all.
at all.
Like.
Only have a sound when it is after the C.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For example, the next word is agua. Okay, which is water. And the third word, this is something that it's really funny. The right pronunciation, which means egg, by the way, the right pronunciation for this, it should be huevo. Huevo. Okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. But so many people pronounce this so fast that people says they don't say huevo. They say guevo. So
Okay.
yeah. It's just because it's what people says today because they speak really fast and just like that. But the right pronunciation is huevo because there shouldn't be a sound. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one, the same, helado, which is like there is no H because, like I said again,
Mm-hmm.
there is no pronunciation. So helado means ice cream or cold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, any question about this?
No. I was. I understand.
How is going until now? Easy, difficult, complicated?
No. No. Now it is normal.
Okay. So now we'll practice a little bit the spelling. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So please write me in Telegram or in a paper or whatever you want. And then if you write in a paper, please take a photo and then send me. Or if you want,
Mm-hmm.
write in Telegram. Please write me the name in Spanish, please, or at least in English, because I need that it has been using the Latin alphabet. The
Mm-hmm.
name of a river, the name of a city, the name of a foreigner. singer, foreign singer, also of a mountain and of an ocean. And then please write it, and then you will spell this. You know, like for example, Christian. Christian. That means spelling.
Uh-huh.
So please.
For example, a river in Russia, I need to
Well, it can be
listen.
it can be a Russian river, but please translate the name into the Latin alphabet, into English or into Spanish. For I, because
Okay.
the main thing is that you have to spell a Latin word.
How I understand that it is right in Spanish, for example.
You can use the translator.
Ah, okay, okay.
Okay, please do it. Write me and please let me know when you can start. Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of doctor is your mom? What kind of doctor is your mom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfecto. Okay. Okay, perfecto. Um, please start with Neva.
Never.
Mm-hmm. So you have the alphabet in the second page. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And what I need to do?
You have to spell this. For example, Yekaterina,
Mhm.
Ekaterina.
Oh,
О, господи, я знаю.
uh-huh.
You can do it.
Okay. Так. So, Christian, for example, N-Y-V-A.
N-E-V-A. But yes, that's the way you have to do it. But you have to obviously say the letters in the Spanish way.
Mm. To be honest, yeah, I don't understand how I should
Okay,
use it.
please repeat after me. Okay, let's do first Neva as an example. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
N.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Repeat after.
N,
E.
A,
V.
V,
A.
A.
So that means spelling N-E-V-A. Never.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do Moscow as well. And the other three you will do it. Хорошо?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
Moscow. M.
M,
O.
O,
S.
S,
C.
S,
U.
U,
Moscow.
Moscow.
Perfecto. So this is spelling. Okay.
Uh-huh.
In the case of Michael
So, for
Jackson, if you
example,
yeah, tell me.
M, Michael Jackson, like Emma, H, L, I don't know.
Well, C
M,
H
E,
C.
H,
Mhm.
uh, E,
A.
yeah, A, I,
E.
L, or E, L, yeah.
Da. Jackson.
Uh, Jackson, H,
J.
A, J, uh, E,
C.
C,
Mhm.
mm, O,
K.
K,
Mhm.
uh-huh. S,
S.
S, S,
Mhm.
mm-hmm. O,
Mhm.
M.
Correct. Don't worry, it's fine. It's just with the practice you will remember this. It's fine, don't worry.
Right?
Uh, El Bruce,
No,
please start.
L,
E.
E.
Mhm.
R,
Mhm.
U,
Mhm.
S.
Bravo! Magnifique.
Yes.
Okay. The next one, please.
A, P,
Ajá.
E,
A.
A,
Mhm.
A. Just A, not E.
Ajá. Just
Always A.
A. Ajá. Always A.
Always A. Okay. Uh, K,
C.
C. Okay.
Mhm.
I,
Mhm.
F,
Mhm.
I,
Mhm.
uh, s- K,
C.
S,
C.
O. Uh-huh.
Perfect.
S,
Okay.
O.
You see, you're improving. You're getting better. It's just question of practice. Don't worry. It's fine.
Sure.
Okay. Uh, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. The next two. Okay. Oof. Okay. I will teach you now a little bit of grammar. Okay. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
this is called sílaba tónica. Okay. Which basically
Mm-hmm.
means that this will tell you that which one is the strong syllable. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because for example, Yekaterina, it has one, two, three, four, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, five syllables. Ye, ka, te, ri, na. Five syllables.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, but obviously one of these syllables is a strong one, and that's what will help you where to put the intonation in which syllable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, uh, there are three rules, at least the basic ones. Okay? Uh, we have something in Spanish that is called tilde. Okay? For example, I will write you in Telegram café, which means coffee. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
as you can see on the top of the E, there is like a line. You see? This is called tilde. Okay, some words must have this. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but and this rule is the easiest one because basically this rule is telling you, hey, I'm the strong syllable, by the way. Look at me. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
it's easy here that you know which one is a strong syllable, which is café. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so if you see any syllable with tilde, that's the one. That's the one you're looking for. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so this rule
Yeah.
easy peasy, right?
Right.
So please repeat after me. Café,
Cafe,
médico,
medico,
árbol.
árbol.
That. So coffee, medic or doctor, and tree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Yeah.
now the second rule. Uh, if the word ends with consonant, okay, which could be
Mm-hmm.
B, C, D, F consonants. If the word ends with a consonant, but not N or S, the last syllable is a strong one.
Mm-hmm.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay, so that's why, for example, Madrid, it ends with D. So the last syllable is a strong one.
Mm-hmm.
Madrid. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Español, it ends with L, consonant. Español.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the same with the last one. It ends with R. So it will be hablar. Hablar.
Mm-hmm.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. And the last rule is the opposite of the second one. If the word ends with a vowel, a, e, I, o, u, and n, i, s. So all the vowels plus n and s. Okay? In this situation, the strong syllable will be the one that is before the last one. Not the first, not the second, not the third. The one that is before the last one. Got it? So, in the case of the first word, it ends with a vowel. This is just a coincidence that it's the first syllable, but it's the one before the last one. That's why jefe. Okay? In the second one, it ends in a vowel, a. In this situation, it's the syllable of the middle, but actually it's the one before the last one. So, ventana. Okay? And then comes examen. It ends in n or n. So the one before the last one is sa, which is examen. And the same with the last syllable, with the last word, which is ends with an s or s. So the one before the last one is crisis. Okay. Did you get these 3 rules?
Third, so, but first and second, yes.
Okay, the third, so.
Third, yeah.
Okay, let me explain you again, it's fine. So, the second rule, consonants, exception, N and S. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the second one. Okay. So, in the third rule, it's the rest of the alphabet. And what's the rest of the alphabet? All the vowels and N and S. Okay? So, it's not gonna be the first syllable, it's not gonna be the second syllable, it's gonna be, and not the last one. Only the one that is before the last one. Okay? So yes, this syllable could be, just as a coincidence, could be in the position of the first syllable, could be in the position of the second syllable, but the rule is the syllable before the last one.
Okay.
Okay? So, based on these rules, 3 rules, please read me the next, in the exercise number 8, read me, or at least tell me the syllable you think is the strong one, la sílaba tónica.
Strong. Alemán.
Correcto.
Japanese.
But what about the second? What about the second word?
Alemana.
Okay, correcto.
Japanese.
Correcto.
Professor.
Why? Почему?
Professor. It's strong, but professor.
Second rule, second rule, second rule. What it says that
Not correct.
what it what it says, what's the second rule?
It is a strong pronunciation in the end.
Okay.
Of the word.
So how will be that word?
Nothing.
Huh?
I don't think so.
The word after Japanese, how will be the pronunciation?
Professor.
You are saying professor, so it means that the second syllable is a strong one.
Professor.
Professor, if you say professor, it means that the second syllable is strong. But you tell, okay, how will be then the pronunciation?
So, soft professor. Like, strong, it is professor.
Profesor.
Yes, yes,
Ajá.
professor.
Repeat after me. Profesor.
Professor.
Da. Profesor, it's right.
Yeah.
Professor is not right.
Okay, I at first tried to explain it.
Okay. Don't worry. Okay.
Mhm.
Continue, please.
Oh my god. Estudiant. Estudiant. No?
Da. Estudiante. Was
Yeah.
almost good. Estudiante. It's good. The next one, please.
Okay. Professora.
Da. But the intonation is good, but profesora. Because
Professor.
because if you say profesora, zorra
Uh-huh.
is the female of the fox.
Ah,
Aha.
female of what? Female of
Da. And zorra is a synonym of you bitch, but it's zorra when you call a girl that is ugly.
fox.
Yeah. Okay. So profesora. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. The next one, please.
Bra- Brasiliana.
Da. Brasileño. Okay. Correcto. Uh, the next one, please.
Hospital, like in English.
Uh,
No?
what did we say about the H? In Spanish, it would also.
Hospital. Hospital, sorry.
Okay.
Just
Oh,
hospital.
but where is the intonation?
Hospital, no?
Um,
Hospital.
Correcto.
Yeah.
Hospital. Correcto.
Hospital. Okay.
You see?
Um,
This is why the rules are important. But okay, continue, please.
I just have a vibe of Spanish. Um, estudiar.
Correcto. Estudiar. Correcto. You see? You can already read Spanish. Okay, let's continue.
Cool. I like it. Libro.
Correcto.
Libro.
Mhm.
Mhm. Oh, lesion.
Okay. The pronunciation, the intonation is good, but in this case, remember, it's Spanish. It's not. So it will be lección.
Lección.
Da.
Okay. Compañero.
The intonation is good, but
Uh,
ñ,
compa-
ñ, compañero.
compañe- compañero.
Compañero. Da.
Compañero. Madre.
Da. Madre. Which is like the formal way of mama.
Ah,
Because in Spanish we also say like mama. Because you say mama, we say mama.
mam- mama.
So in the this
Madre, like
madre. I don't know wait, madre. Yes, more formal. You have also in Russian formal way for mama.
no.
Да. Секунду, пожалуйста. Oye Siri.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see? Madre. The same with we have in Spanish as well. You say papa, we say papa, which is informal.
Papa.
It's the same. It's exactly the same word, just the intonation. It's in the other syllable. Nothing else.
Papa, it is padre, yeah?
Da. Padre. It's like. I don't know how you say that in Russian. To be honest, it's the formal way of papa. So, what do you think about this tonic syllable, syllaba tonica? About these rules? You see, it's helpful.
I got
I mean, yes, I don't pretend that you will always remember these rules because if you ask any Latin guy or any Spanish guy, hey, do you know the rules about syllaba tonica? They will tell you, what the fuck is that? They will not know. Really, they will, because they already know how the words are pronounced. Because all live talking, but they don't know the rules. So, but these rules, that's what it works like that. So it will help you to, if you see in any book in Spanish, you will know how is the pronunciation and intonation of these words. Okay?
Yeah.
Cruta. So today we will go until here. It's already 1 hour. I don't wanna you get tired of Spanish so soon. But what do you think about the class?
About this class.
That.
Oh, it was quite nice. I can say quite cute
Mm.
also. Um, so and I think it is cool for maybe beginning.
That. I
Uh,
mean, yes. This is the and I wanna be honest with you, and probably this is gonna be like the easy part of Spanish,
mhm,
but I really want, and I hope that we continue. But yes, it will take a couple of months for at least you can keep a conversation in Spanish, at least in a basic way. Uh,
mhm,
but these bases, eh, if we have to take time and to explain you 1, 2, 3 times or make exercises about this, we can do it
mhm,
because these are the bases that will tell you, hey, you have to talk like this, and you have to pronounce like this. You have to use these rules.
mhm,
This is important.
mhm.
So please let me know, and in the future classes that we will have, please tell me, Christian. I don't understand this, and we can repeat the subject again until you get it. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
No, you're welcome, Yekaterina, and well, I hope that you have a really good class, and thank you so much for being here. Really.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, see you next time. Paka paka.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye bye.